And we are back in another beautiful interview right here on Unity Live Radio. And we have with us a special person. She is a personal transformational coach, a qualified financial advisor, a business strategist, and the best-selling author for The Magnificent You, a 28-day guide to ultimate life. She is indeed also a mentor and coach to many young people over there in Africa with her organization, Pathways International Mission. And she's here with us. Let's see what we are missing. I'm speaking about the beautiful Tolulope S. Olaniyan. Yes, I want to get that right.
No worries.
Welcome you,
I'm so delighted.
Oh,
thanks for having me on your show today. I'm really, really super delighted. I'm really, really delighted to be here.
It's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you for the privilege, because privilege like these, we don't get them much. And to have such a woman of virtue, serving and not just writing, but serving and supporting, the other nations is one of the most beautiful things. But tell us a little bit more about who you are. Who is this beautiful best-selling author?
Well, you've actually said most of it. I wear different hats at different times. So it all depends, but I see my passion in coaching, mentoring and supporting people. And I believe that is actually my purpose. And it took me a while to discover that, but since I started coaching people, I have never looked back. I work as an insurance claim specialist full-time, but I am not tired of coaching people. So I still want to reach out to people all over the world. Whoever needs me, I'm available. And I hope I'm able to serve as many people as I want to. Wow. I'm a mother of 3 wonderful, not so little children anymore. They're all grown. And also, I love to sing and I love to sing. I'm going to leave that part a little bit because there's something happening with that soon, because I just want to use my voice in every way to encourage people. So I don't want to tell you that part now, maybe later.
You never know. You never know. I want every bit of you because it's just so exciting. I'm like, how does this one woman?
The most important part is I love God.
Amen. That's the important thing, as you rightfully say. How long have you been an author, Tolulope? How long did you discover that you're an author?
Okay, so a serious author, yes. Say over 3 years ago. So this is my second book.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. All right. And what has been your greatest part of the journey, apart from being the best-selling author? What has been? Because I mean, in such short time, you have earned such a.
I'm going to tell you one thing. The greatest joy anyone to write is for you to get a feedback that I'm actually getting value from the book, and they're able to make changes from their lives. I'm getting that back, and that's so wonderful. I mean, it melts my heart. One of my friends used to tell me, like, Tolu, if you hold a program, a coaching program, mentoring program, whatever it is, if just one person can say to you, I was blessed, I was touched, that made my day. That would make my day. And for me to have people saying things, wonderful things, and having people that I don't know actually come up and review my book and come to me and say, I'm actually reviewing your book. I mean, that is so brilliant. That's so brilliant. And I feel so honored. I feel so happy because, the book, just to go in a little bit, if I can just take you through a little bit about my own personal journey. It might make you understand where I'm coming from, because now there was this period in my life when I faced serious stress, like they call it stress, and I didn't know what was happening to me. I thought the world was going to end then for me, but a very serious moment for me. And for 3 years of my life, I couldn't really function well. And then I started to study, I started to read, I started to look for solutions. And it took me a while, and it took me a little time again to get to where I really wanted to. And I'm still on the journey, but I mean, compared to that time, I was practically out. I couldn't do anything for like 3 years. And then I discovered that everything we're looking for is actually there. But how do we bring everything together into one paper, into one place where, you know, people can have access to it? And I've seen a lot of people struggle with a lot of issues, and I'll say, I went through it. You don't have to. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to prolong the journey. You can cut the journey short from based on my own personal experience. And how did I come out of that hole, that darkness? How did I come out? By applying the same principles that I'm writing about. And that's the beautiful thing for me, because being able to see that others don't experience what I went through, or even if they had an encounter or that kind of experience, they don't stay there for a long time.
And I'm glad you said that, Ms. Tolulope, because you touched a point that how do you come out of it? And I believe it was just a few weeks ago or days ago, possibly, I was reflecting on this. How do people move from where they are now to where they're supposed to be? Because it's okay to struggle for a while, as you rightfully say, because our Bible says, after you have suffered a little while, I will establish you. When do you get to that establishment stage? And you've just, well, for you, luckily, you know the secret. There are others who don't know it. How do you get out of it? But you've said something that I'm sure that even a child can relate to. You know, application is important, right? And you know, persons might say you need a lot of money to get there, or you need a lot of education, but I will rightfully say you don't. You just need who you are, that God created you to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you mentioned
and
that you love to
you
sing.
just touched something so important. And because initially I always thought that my education wasn't enough. And it got to a stage that I acquired so many certificates all over, and I still felt like I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. Yeah, so it's a confidence thing, and most of us don't realize it. And then the day I realized I'm more than enough, I have more than enough. That's it for me. That's it for me. That was eye-opening, and I said to someone, I'm not really, unless I really want to touch a book, but I don't really want to touch a book. I think what I have now is enough. And I tell many young people, you say it's not just about it. There are different routes to success. You just need to identify which is for you and what is for you.
What works for you, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, madam. Now I want to get to this book because I'm just overwhelmed and excited. I want to get to The Magnificent You. What is this book about, and how can readers benefit from The Magnificent You?
Okay, The Magnificent You is about discovering, you know, when you look at magnificent, it's the magnified version of yourself. And it's everywhere, where that's where we want you to be. You know, like we're actually using our potentials to the maximum. And I suppose a lot of us are not. Now, the book challenges you to come out of every darkness, you know, every form of limitation, limiting beliefs, to leave them behind, self-sabotaging behavior, you know, challenge the negative stereotypes about you, you know, based on your education, your race, that you are actually a beautiful person. God has created you in his own likeness and his image. You are beautiful. Irrespective, it doesn't matter your color. And don't allow people to place a label on you because they don't know you. So, and that is what the book is all about, you know, to come out of darkness, come out from the recesses of your mind. It's all in our mind. Who says that one person is better than the other person? It's just a society that decides that. But did God say that to you? No. He said everything he has created is beautiful. So why wouldn't we accept it? Just need to look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I am beautiful. I'm the handwork of a master sculptist. You see, God is the master sculptist and the creator of the whole world. So if he made you, that's the way he designed you to be. You're not meant to be somebody else. And he has placed value, everything on you. Because he knows, he said, he looked at his creation and said, it's beautiful. Everything he has made is beautiful. So if we can get that at the back of our mind. And when we stand up and rise every day, it gives us a confidence to want to bulldoze those barriers and go out in the open and just be who we are. So that's the
Amen.
essence of the book. That's just
Wow.
what the book is all about.
I'm so glad I have you on my Black History series because this is exactly what we need. When I saw your book, I'm like, I have to get this woman on my show for this event. And thank you so much, Michelle. So guys, in case you're wondering, she is a part of our Black History Love and History series. Yes, you know, every year this is how we do it. And we have beautiful folks every year. And she is one of our masterpieces. So we're looking forward for that, Madame. All right. Now, in case persons want to get this beautiful book, and you did mention that you have something else, I'm not sure, but how can we get you and where can we get these books?
Okay, so the book is available on Amazon. So, and UK, £7.40. There's the Kindle version, I think that's £7.38. So it all depends on, you know, what currency, but it's on Amazon generally. So it's available, and paperback and Kindle version of it as well.
Beautiful. Do you have any future plans, Ms. Tolulope? I'm sure you do, because you can't have this.
I do have future plans.
And I want to know when. Yes, I want to know when we're like.
Very soon.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So the